Hey guys, in the last video I showed you guys how to use a real world height map and import it into Unity to use it for your projects. And I kind of mentioned how you could use a real world texture map also. So to do that, what you're going to have to do is you're going to go to Google Maps. I know we used Terrain Party before this, but you can use Google Maps to get the basic satellite view of the map here. So you can turn the labels on and off if you want. And by default, it will be on this view. So you can switch it back to your satellite view over here. And I'm going to turn off the labels. And all I did was take a screenshot. You can get a higher resolution if you want by if zoom in more. Obviously the resolution is going to get far better. And then you could patch it all together in Photoshop here. And so I used the height map that we had as a reference to sort of figure out the scale of what my size should be over here. But you see that you might notice that there's some differences over here. If I zoom in, actually if I zoom into this area here, you would see very lightly, there's a slight outline here. And that area is over here. It's flipped actually. So if I show you, if you look at these three divots here or mountains, they're facing the opposite direction over here. That's because when I tried to bring this in Unity, it inverts it. So I don't know how to fix that without just flipping it. I guess the easiest way to do that is to do it in Unity. Oh, I mean Photoshop. So once I have this layer done, I mean, I can apply other effects and stuff too to enhance it if I want, but once this file is saved, you save it in your Unity folder. This is what it is. If I double click it, it takes you here. And just to show you guys, I'm just gonna click save here. Going back here, so double click, and this is the file. So all I'm gonna do is here, I've already set my height and everything. But what I need is, I'm actually going to remove this layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer, which is going to be my reference layer. So I am going to create a layer, and I'm going to call it my ref layer, I guess. Oh, did I click on add? No, there's no, yeah. So I'm just going to scroll down here, and I'm going to choose this, and that brings this up here. It's going to give it the name new layer by default. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that to my ref layer and island. Okay. So with that being said, this looks nothing like the island. So what's happening here is it's tiled kind of weird, where each tile is I think 1 meter by 1 meter. So we're actually going to change, or 2 meter by 2 meter. So we're going to change the tiling size here to match the terrain. So if I do that, and now if I zoom out, voila, we have a reference to our terrain. And obviously the more details you have in your Photoshop file, the higher resolution, the more, I mean, I guess if you have a higher resolution file in Photoshop, the more details you're going to get. So yeah, and that's the way to get your real world maps and textures into Unity. And as you can see, this seems pretty close to accurate, as you can see, where the rivers and everything are, and where the mountain heights are, where it changes the terrain. So it's pretty accurate, or as close as you can get it anyway. So this should be a good starting point for you guys, because I mean, if you zoom in, this is super pixelated, and you can basically use nicer materials to paint. But again, you can actually do that by just simply going to Google Maps and zooming in, and you would get better resolution images, and just start I guess, putting them together in Photoshop. And this is the image size here also makes a difference, obviously. So if we look at the image size, it's like a pretty small image. So if we had a large scale image and just like brought that in, that would just immediately, you know, be a lot more detailed. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope this helps with your projects, and you can always shoot me an email if you guys have any questions.